creature are such signs of fear expressed? Can a wandering wretched creature with such terror fill thy breast? Do my frenzied looks alarm thee? Trust me, sweet, thy fears are vain. Not for kingdoms would I harm thee. Shun not then, poor crazy Jane. Dost thou weep to see my anguish? Mark me and avoid my woe. When men flatter, sigh, and languish, think them false, I found them so. For I loved, oh, so sincerely, none could ever love again. But the youth I loved so dearly stole the wits of crazy Jane. Fondly my young heart received him, which was doomed to love but one. He sighed, he vowed, and I believed him. He was false and I undone. From that hour has reason never held her empire o'er my brain. Henry fled, with him forever fled the wits of crazy Jane. Now forlorn and broken-hearted, and with frenzied thoughts beset, on that spot where last we parted, on that spot where first we met, still I sing my love-lorn ditty, still I slowly pace the plain, whilst each passer-by in pity cries, God help thee, crazy Jane! Trying to look crazy with my fringe. It's not a fringe. It's a piece of layer. Hairdressers, what is that? If it's not a fringe. Growing out fringe. This is, boy, do I ever say an irrelevant thing afterwards. Bloody hell. You see that? That's a lift. And boy, were we lucky not to have that lift go off during my song. So that was Crazy Jane. It's a poem by Matthew Monk Lewis, who wrote it in about 1818 or thereabouts. Could be wrong. And he was known as Monk Lewis because he, at the age of 19, wrote one of the most popular Gothic novels ever called The Monk. And he also wrote, as I say, he wrote this poem, which was also incredibly popular. And so popular was it, it was set to music, it was a broadside ballad, it went everywhere, people referred to it, people commodified it. There was a Crazy Jane hat. So it's very interesting that women kind of liked the idea. They kind of commodified grief in a way. And found it glamorous. And I find that fascinating because we kind of still do that. All those sad songs and things that are sort of, oh, listen. Don't know if you can hear that, but we are in a museum and there is an interactive display which gets tripped by motion sensor. And again, we're lucky that didn't go off during Crazy Jane, although I thought if it does, it will all add to the craziness, including my weird fringe. So yeah, it's a really fascinating. Harriet Abrams set this to music, and I one day would like to do it. It's in common with a lot of the songs settings, the settings at around that time, the 1820s, 30s, you have extremely sad texts in the major key. So there's some kind of melancholia kind of prevails through that. And I find that a challenge, so I can't wait to do that. But for this, I decided to make up a tune myself just to see what came to my head when I read the text on the train, actually, on the Eurostar on the way here to Lille, and then to Poperinghe, where I am. And this came, which sounds kind of like a sort of lesser... And let's be honest, it sounds like Purcell had an off day, or he wasn't really thinking or concentrating, and he dashed off this tune, and then he quite quickly crumpled it up and threw it away. Or probably in those days he would have taken the useful paper and written something better on the back of it. Yeah, that's to me what it sounds like. But this is the tune that came to me. I just thought I had to record something here while I was here, and I had my Osmo Pocket 3 with me. So thanks to Talbot House for letting me use the very, very top floor of the museum with its attendant dangers of the sound of the lift and the sound of the Happy Hoppers installation down there. Can you hear? Don't know if you can hear it. There it is. Yeah, highly recommend this museum again. So there you go, Crazy Jane. Crazy Jane and her very glamorous grief, which inspired a hat style and much, much else. And a comic character later on. Apparently she's more of a badass than a victim, which is good. Crazy Jane's pretty cool sounding name. Thank you. Thank you.